Welcome back to another video. In this one, we are going to take a look at this new stand-up tungsten jig. Really cool new bait from Northland. We got Tom Huynh. We're hopping in the boat with him. We're gonna be catching some fish for sure because we're out in the boat with Tom, of course. And Tom is gonna share some of his thoughts on this new jig, but I got the wrong color in my hand. I gotta have black in my hand because we're talking about Tom. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. There we go, Tom.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep, this is how we take it off too in Minnesota. we don't want to get caught. You know, that was what one of the first walleyes caught on this new stand-up. This new stand-up jig, and of course it's in black, but you know it's gonna come in all these different colors. But this little jig is gonna be awesome. When it was tested in the tanks and things like that, it stands up perfectly every single time. And so with live bait and you got your jig tied up here, when it hits the bottom, it's gonna stand up. Look, even on my finger, you know, it's standing up perfectly in my finger in the wind. But then when you put on eye candy plastics even, and that plastic is buoyant, that tail of that plastic is up here just, you know, tickling that fish's nose and just enticing that big girl to bite. So this is gonna be very interesting.
As you could tell, it's pretty windy on this particular day, but the fish were biting. So I'm gonna pass it off to Tom again with another walleye. Just like that. It helps the camera guy that you let him eat it for a second.
Yeah, I know. That's the only reason you're here.
I get to go over and I get to eat snacks, and then you say he's on. That's a decenter one.
Better? Oh yeah, look what he... And here's this. In there.
Woofed it?
Yeah. When I say it's important to have tungsten, it's for that reason. Like you can feel that tungsten hitting the roof of the walleye's mouth when he goes to he'll pick up the bait by the tail a lot of times and just open his mouth, suck it in. You can feel that vibration when it hits the top, and you know when you set the hook, that's exactly where that hook point's gonna go, and it's right through the top of the mouth.
Now this new tungsten jig comes in a number of different colors, but it also has a couple different shapes here. So first of all, we got a long shank offering. There's a few different sizes, but there's a long shank offering, and then there's this short shank offering. Number of different colors. A few of them I got in my hand right here. I got gold in my hand. I got olive, which is becoming a new favorite, and then glow moonlight, which is just a proven color that I'm using every year. Same with guys like Brad Hawthorne, Bro, all those people. And then also, of course, this is a Tom Huynh video, so we got black here. But I'm gonna pass it off to Tom. He's gonna share a few more thoughts on these new jigs.
A little bit. I know it's gonna... Look where that hook went. Right square in the front. Right there.
Right where it should be.
Yep. Can't get that much better. I'm glad I got it on camera because no. But yeah, right where it should be. It's perfect. The new tungsten stand-up. This thing's gonna be a... This stand-up jig is going to be really important now. Not only do you have the sensitivity of tungsten like we had in the traditional short shank, but now when, you know, I'm gonna throw this guy back quick, but when we're out there trying to figure out how these fish are biting, there's times when we want to, you know, throw it out and be more finesse with it, and there's times when we want to hop that. So when we're hopping, whether it's the traditional tungsten or this stand-up, you know, when that traditional head hits the bottom, right when it hits the bottom, that bait is standing up, but then it falls down. With this one, whenever you're hopping it, it literally will sit at a 45-degree angle on the bottom of the lake, and it'll keep the bait up higher, and then it just gives that fish more of a target to want to come in and engulf that whole entire bait and the hook as well. But yeah, this is a great combination of the traditional stand-ups, but now with tungsten being involved, it's going to change things.
All right, next up we're going to take a look at Tom's tackle box. And if you've watched any of Tom's videos, you know you're going to find a lot of this color in there, black. He is still an enormous fan of black and uses it all the time. There's a bunch of it in his tackle box. And another thing that's cool about this color is it is one of the colors that should be in stock right now, right off the get-go on this product release. There's definitely going to be a full range of colors for this product, but this one you should be able to get right away, and it's the one that Tom of course uses the most. But there's another color in Tom's tackle box that he's been playing with, and you're actually going to be able to see what that color is in 3, 2.
All right, so you see my buffet here. You know, the walleyes are getting in line basically, but no, you'll see here some new colors, some very nice new interesting colors, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my thought process on these. So you know my thought process on black, so I've explained it, and how black transmits a dark silhouette, and fish see shadows all the time, so they're not spooked by silhouettes or anything dark for that matter. But now when it came time to figure a new color, we thought shiny, just chrome metallic. All right, but what's that look like to you? All right, it's almost like a mirror. So out here, whenever it's in the open air in the sun, it looks very shiny chrome silver, which can mimic a lot of different types of bait fish. Shiners have a silver hue to them. A lot of the shad and stuff in certain systems have this kind of shine. But then when this chrome mirror-like finish is surrounded by water and is around structure, around weeds, around rocks, in the sand, it's actually going to reflect all of the surroundings around it, so then that fish isn't spooked by any unnatural colors. So that's my thinking on this, and sure enough, like, it's been working extremely well, and we're looking forward to it. And also, just keep in mind this stand-up. Okay, that's going to keep your bait, whether it's live bait or if you're using that buoyant eye candy plastic, that plastic and the tail of the plastic, even if you're using you can use a regular shank here with the crawler, the eye candy crawler, which is 5 inches long, and it's going to keep that tail floating way up above it. And I like to use the 3-inch plastics with the short shank, but these are going to be a game changer. The hardness of tungsten, the technology where these stand up perfectly in our tanks. These stood up perfectly every single time we casted.
All right, well, that's about all we got for you in this one. Special thanks to Tom for sharing some fish, sharing some good information, and make sure to head over to the website. Check out these new Tungsten Stand-Up jigs. They got the short shank that I just showed you. Got the long shank, a number of different colors. This is gonna be a really good jig in your arsenal. I've been using it this season, and I will say I'm already an enormous fan. So head over to the website and check them out. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something, make sure to hit that little red subscribe button down below, because we have a lot more awesome content coming in the future. And until then, we will see you in the next one.